All right, whatever. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your UFO experience.
Bro, okay. So this is legit, like, happening. I swear to God, I'm not,
Okay, yeah.
funny.
Don't take your time.
Okay, so I, like, was getting off of, I sent you that video, right? So you can kind of, like, picture where I was, right? Like, standing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see it. I saw the video. I kind of tried to put myself there, but
Cool, good.
Yeah,
So
hard lighting.
I'm standing on the corner there. I, like, literally just get off this little shuttle and, like, step down, and I'm just, like, looking up in the sky just because I'm, like, looking up because it's kind of uphill, so I'm, like, looking up. And in our area, we have a lot of, like, small little, like, puddle jumper planes. Like, imagine, like, the planes that fly at the Maytown Airport, right?
Yeah, and is that what you saw, man? I mean, come on.
No, listen to me. That's what I thought. Like, I had the thought in my brain where I was like, oh, wow, this plane is, like, literally coming directly toward me, like, parallel with the road. And I was like, wow, imagine if this little plane, like, crashed into the hospital. And in the second that I, like, made that, like, thought in my head, I watched it veer off faster than any plane that size.
Shit.
Be able to do.
Are you kidding?
No, dude. And not only did it veer off, like, really fast.
How fast was your heart beating?
No, it wasn't beating fast because it happened so fast that, like, I just was like, wow, that just happened. I think I just saw a UFO. Let me take a step back. So I saw these two little bright, like, fluorescent lights, right?
Yeah,
like,
talk to me.
Equidistant apart. And I couldn't see the body of any sort of craft. It was literally just these two balls flying. But they were kind of at, like, the distance where I said to Asher about how, imagine, like, the X-Wing, like, looking at the X-Wing, like, front on, where the wings would be like where the two little balls were. Okay, kind of like the wings of a regular.
So you couldn't you couldn't see the front of the shaft.
No, I could not see the front of the shaft. There was no sound. Like, there was no airplane sound. It was just this two orbs, like, just floating, and it was coming straight, and then it literally just, like, in a matter of seconds, just careened, like, I keep using that word, careened? It was, like, careened, like, it just
like the guy at the end of, like, Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, like...
Yeah, careened. No, but it turned
said like a swift left or a swift right or whatever.
Yeah, a swift upper right, and then...
But you saw the turn?
I saw the turn.
Oh.
It was so quick.
They don't turn, buddy. They don't turn.
Well,
I've been following UFOs for a long time, and they don't turn.
I have to say that this is an unidentified object. I am not saying it's alien. I'm not saying it's...
Do you have any coworkers or anybody?
So there were, like, 3 other people that, like, got off the same bus that I did, and, like, I saw that because I was in, like, the front of the pack. I was the first one off the bus, and I, like, watched it happen and, like, made that really quick turn and literally just disappeared into the clouds. Like, the lights just disappeared. They, like, dissipated out. They didn't, like, just turn off. I watched them fade out into nothing. And I turned, and I said, did anybody else just see that? And this one girl was like, yeah. I was like, I think we just saw a fucking UFO because it just, like,
oh my
was
gosh.
there and gone within 3 seconds.
And you were the first one off the bus?
Yeah.
What are the chances of that? See, it's always those peculiar moments, like, why am I the first one off the bus? Look left, boop. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, it was like right there. It was right there.
Yeah. One time I was coming home from Florida. I told you about that near Kunkel Field. I saw it.
Kind of. You can regale the tale.
Oh my God! Well, this was no lights. This was a ship. I saw a ship in the sky that was going really fast. There was no lights. It was just like, nope, that's something. What is that? I don't know.
Yeah.
It must look like a rock from how far I was, but
yeah.
No, man, isn't that thrilling when it happens? Don't you get a thrill?
Like, I've seen 100 planes. I know how a plane, like, would move. It wouldn't move as fast as it did. It moved it could have been a drone. It easily could have
right across the sky, right? Just boop.
Yeah, just zip. Just
yes.
And gone.
Okay.
And gone.
Okay, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, man. It wasn't like a gradual, like, turn. It was a quick, like, off, like, peeled. Like, it peeled off. It made, like, an arc.
Can you send me that exact location?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 6th and...
I'm starting to mark the map and stuff.
Like, yeah. It is 6th and Spruce in Reading, PA.
Did you go to AM radio?
Yeah, I did, man.
Did you really? Oh, my God, I was kidding. That's amazing, man. Yeah,
dude,
but
it
anyway,
was like perfect. It was perfectly cloudy out, like perfect, like cover and disguise. Like,
exactly.
There probably weren't other planes flying that day either because of the clouds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they hide.
I know. Like in Nope, it hides.
They nope. They nope. They nope.
I know. They noped.
That's huge news. That's huge news for us. That's huge news for our podcast. That's huge.
I mean, dude, that's huge news for me. I've been fucking.
Oh my god!
For years, bro, and like, you know, it finally happened, and it wasn't like, I was literally right off a shift. Like, it's not like I was like experimenting with drugs, or I wasn't out drinking and like partying, or I wasn't.
Yeah, just completely sober. You see it.
Completely sober. It happened in
coming in from work,
more or less broad daylight. You know what I mean?
Yep. I've seen several. I've had one in contact. Her name was Darlene. Yeah. Well, hey, good to talk to you, buddy.
Let you go. Have a good night.
Thanks for telling us about your experience, and we do respect that, and we are looking into it. All right. Give us a couple weeks, probably 3 or 4 weeks. We'll get back to you, make sure you know what's going on. But all right, good to hear from you, man. I love you.
Call me back if you hear anything.
I absolutely will, man. If we hear anything.
Right, thanks, love the show. I've listened to every episode, and
thanks.
And you know, I'm gonna come on there and dissect your warts someday.
You little cheeky little bastard. I love you, buddy. Yeah, I'll look into this. I'll get a mark out and peek around, see what I see.
Great.
All right. Love you, buddy.
Bye.
Good to see you. Bye. Oh, my gosh. Guy's a little cheeky little bastard at the end there. I love him, though. We're going to look around. We're going to see what we see. I usually peek around every day. I'm a sky watcher, but look up. Look up, everybody. But like we said there, it could have been debunked instantly because he said something about, you know, it was cloudy. It was cloudy these last 5. And I'm like, I hate when I talk to somebody who has an experience and I'm shady with them, but I'm like, I can't talk about my experience either. You know what I mean? It's all the shadow. If we were all in that same car and saw it together, you know, but you can't have like UFO chasers.
Yeah, instantly.
What are those guys going to look like in 3 years?
Broke.
Exactly.
I asked him if he got any video or any footage of it. I mean, that's the only way to really believe.
You do.
Yeah, but
the thing
it happened so quick,
and it's so like shocking. Like I never think to pull my phone out when that shit happens. It was like,
yeah, unless it's like hovering there. That's like the only time you could really, it would make sense. But they don't really do that.
And the one time Derek told me to step on it when we saw one.
But do you guys maybe think that maybe 95% of this stuff is government like testing stuff?
Yeah, probably right now, yeah.
It could just be
the
us.
thing is like before SpaceX, that's when I saw all my stuff. But it's like, what if it was just another program trying to do the same shit? You know what I mean? One time I was scared shitless. I was in my backyard and I just saw this red little feather in the sky, and I was like, "What is that?" It's just me, the swing set. It's my where I grew up, and I was like, "What is that?" It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It was like a rare solar flare from people were seeing on Chickies and stuff.
I remember you sent me a picture of it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You were like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, I have no idea. Is the world ending in Mount Joy?
No, I was younger.
No, I remember you sent me a picture, dude. The sky was fucking red out back of your house.
But anyway.
You were probably 18 or 19.
Man, I was scared. I ran in. I was like, Dad, come out. Look. He's like, oh my God, son. he was surprised. Everybody was surprised. They're like, holy shit, Derek, thanks for telling us to come outside.
And there's like, it's a solar flare.
It was huge.
Meanwhile, in a government facility.
When I was a kid, when I was out there, I just thought, I was like, here it is. I knew it. I just watched Close Encounters. I called the day off of school. I'm in. Sorry, I watched. You know, I was scared I was going to get abducted at that age. And I just saw this thing tearing up through the sky, and I was like, holy smokes. I'm good, I guess. What am I gonna do? I like Girls Gone Wild when it's like 12. What do I do?
Lay low, 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 lay low. This shit will buzz your shit.